Tonight we're going to make Jimmy Dean taco bake. And the first thing I need to do is preheat the oven. So preheat the oven for 350. So bake. It automatically sets at 350 and then just push start and we're ready to go. The first thing we're going to do is look at all of the ingredients we need. And I already took out the ingredients. So we need the Jimmy Dean sausage, which you'll either find in the refrigerator or downstairs in the freezer. We're going to need some cheese. Again, you'll find it in the fridge or in the freezer. I'm going to try this out. It doesn't call for this, but I'm going to try the rice and veggies in there because I think that that'll add to it. 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which you'll find in the pantry, as well as a thing of kidney beans. Now there's a lot of different kidney beans in the pantry. Make sure you just get the ones that say kidney beans. The other ones say chili beans or white beans. Okay. Let's see what else. I guess I don't need these. I'll put these over here. We're going to also need from the spices some minced onions, taco seasonings, which you'll get from this drawer in here. All right, and then for utensils and pans, you'll need our big saucepan, or I should say our big fry pan. Okay, something to cut up the meat with, to stir, can opener, and you might want to use some measuring stuff, which we get from this drawer here. And finally, our casserole pan with a little bit of Pam cooking spray, which we get from up there. Okay, so let's brown the meat first. So let's see. Push in, light, and then it goes on high. For the Jimmy Dean sausage, I usually cut along the package. I just used a steak knife from our knives over here. And then you just open it up and slap it in. I'm going to rinse that out before I throw it in the garbage. So it doesn't stink up the garbage. Alright, and I'll throw that away in just a second. Alright, and then let's break it up. We'll be breaking all of this up and getting it nice and brown. In the meantime, as I let that cook for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and have you open up all of the cans. So we'll need the 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Missed it again. Come on. There we go. I'm going to be smarter than the can.
And good thing I purchased 4 cans so that she could open up those 2 while the other 2 she showed you are behind her. The magical cans.
I got them everywhere. I got cans everywhere. Kidney beans. Oh, we might need a new can opener. It's not grabbing as well as it used to. Okay. Alright. It calls for all of these to be drained. So, this is kind of gross. The kidney beans are kind of oily. I gotta check and see if I'm supposed to rinse them. I think I am. Kidney beans. Drained and rinsed. So that means you just put some water in the can, fill it up, drain them again. tomatoes too. They don't want all that extra juice in there. Okay, there we go. And Trevor was helping me out here getting this. If it was starting to brown a little too much, being unattended. I can also turn this down now because it's starting to bubble up all over. So I'm going to put it down to 7 for now. Nice, there's not a lot of fat in it. So we can just put this down and not worry about draining it. This always makes it easier. Okay, once that is cooked down, we can put a little bit of the onions. It calls for a natural chopped onion, but I'm not a chopper. So just throw in some flakes like that. And it's almost brown. All right, looks like the Jimmy Dean sausage is brown enough, so we're gonna add in the tomatoes. There we go, there's 1 can, there's 2 cans, and there are the kidney beans. And then we'll rinse those out in just a minute. What do you think? Rice and veggies, or should I skip it?
Let's skip it, see how it turns out for next time.
All right, next time. I think that's it. We just need to mix it together. Oh, and the taco seasoning. So, here open the taco seasoning. Throw that in there. Is that your stomach? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm so hungry I am.
And then we will mix this around. Mixed in. I think I'm supposed to add some water too, so let me double check my recipe. I think I need a 1/2 cup of water. Just kind of get that warmed up, and half a cup of water. Okay. Okay, while that is heating up, we put the tortilla chips in the bottom of this. It says to lightly grease it, so I'm just going to spray some Spam on the bottom. And it says 10 cups, kind of broken up. I'm just going to kind of crack them up and layer them. Okay, they want you to bring this to a boil, and it just reached a boil again. I had kind of have it on a lower temperature, I have it on about 7, and it's boiling now. And they want us to boil it for about 10 minutes. I think it's probably been boiling for a couple minutes already, so I'm going to just put on the microwave timer 8 minutes. That'll just reduce some of the water down a little bit and get it a little bit thicker before we pour it in. In the meantime, I will finish putting the tortillas in here because we don't have quite enough. I'm thinking maybe half of this bag. What do you think? So just a little bit more. Does that look good, do you think? Just need a nice, like, crust on the bottom. I think that's about right.
A little bit more.
A little bit more? Yeah? Okay, it looks like it's ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this oven off. Oops, I did it the wrong way. Don't do that. Okay, it's off. And then over here with the tortilla mixture, we're supposed to take half of our cheese. So whatever bag you get out of the fridge, about a 2-cup bag, half of the cheese goes right on top of the tortillas. Just sprinkle it along. This one I got out of the freezer, so it's frozen. It's really cold on my hand. And then save the other half for the top. And then we need to, this is going to be the hardest part. We need to pour the mixture. Let me move all of this over. Pour the mixture on. So let me grab a hot pad. If you're having trouble with this one, you can have an adult help you. Okay, once we get it in there.
Or spoon a bunch of it out into there.
Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that looks good. Huh, I'm liking this. Doesn't that look nice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we just need to cover the top with the rest of the cheese.
That's the best thing ever, cheese.
Cheese! Alright.
We'll have to try it with bacon sometime.
Bacon! That's right, I guess you can put bacon on anything, just like you can put cheese on anything. Okay. Okay, now this cooks for 30 minutes on 350, so here we go. I got this open. Put it. And there we go. Set the timer. There we go. Start. Okay. And then you need to clean up. So I'm just going to show you just a couple of things. Of course, these things go in the garbage. I rinsed these out already. These go in the recycling. This just had water in it, so you can just drain it. This I washed already off with this. Yeah, it's got a little extra cheese on it. That goes back there to dry off. And then this one you got to make sure you wash really well to make sure you get everything out. I already washed it. Get inside with this. Make sure you go with your fingers to make sure it's clean. And then you can put it in here as well. If there's chips left, make sure you put a chip clip on and put them in the pantry. And of course, there's this pan also. Once it cools down a little bit, go ahead and wash it out. Okay, otherwise we'll be back in 30 minutes to eat. All right, so it's done. Here we go. I'm going to turn off the alarm and then there it is. So I think we can put more cheese on it next time, but it still looks pretty tasty. So what you're supposed to do next is put sour cream on there, some lettuce, and if you want, some cilantro.